There's a bomb strapped to my chest! It's gonna
Okay, that was interesting. What is going on right now? It's super laggy too. I'd love to see it. Oh no! That's fine.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
I stroke my pickle.
Last time, we began GregTech New Horizons, made absolutely no progress, and proceeded to fuck off for about a month. Now, after finally surpassing the GDP of Tuvalu, I have come to enlighten you on the pilgrimage. You see, this started at the very beginning of the journey. I was woken up late at night to a vision of a Minecraft YouTuber explaining to me all he had to do was exploit my viewers for cash, so I could pay off someone hundreds of dollars to beat GregTech New Horizons for me. After going through a long 2-hour character arc leaving me both distressed and slightly horny from all of the twists and turns, I came to the conclusion that the only logical course of action was for me to create a super weapon to destroy all YouTubers in existence. Say goodbye, Mr. Beast and Dream. To create this weaponry, however, would not be an easy challenge. Therefore, I began GregTech New Horizons to better prepare myself for the harsh adversity that would come my way. After a number of hours, it is safe to say that I have in fact made no progress. You see, GTNH is a fuckers modpack made by psychopaths for the mentally unstable, and I am clearly mentally stable. So let me take you all on a journey into the past so we can catch up with the future. Last time we left off, I had made a shed, got copyright claimed, and regretted making another series on this godforsaken mod pack. Immediately following a lukewarm reception to the video, I had no other choice to get gear, and lots of gear. So here is the highlights. Spending an unreasonable time in the surrounding environment, I dug up many ore veins, vastly increasing my general wealth. From there, I made as much farms in the most unorganized and obtrusive fashion possible to get those sweet fruits and vegetables I'd need later on. From there, I began exploring in the hopes of finding a village that housed a Tinker's Construct Smeltery, a godly multi-block structure that will allow me to make better tools and create alloys I'll need such as bronze and aluminite, and is generally the best next step for early game GregTech, as not having high enough tool levels will eventually softlock you out of the progression. So, with almost no food in hand, no way to skip the night, and a weak bladder, I ventured forth on my mission.
Four hours later.
Yeah, I love GregTech. Best mod ever.
Hey, yeah, is this my therapist? I need to schedule an appointment. How about twice every week? Thursdays and Sundays works best for me.
What? Who the fuck is this? How did you get my number?
Yeah, that works. See you soon.
Alright, listen, I can tell from your voice that you're a fucking femboy twink, okay? And so, if you ever call back here again, I'll straight fucking murder you. Okay, I'll do it.
After many hours, and a booked therapist appointment, and a clear lack of any villagers within the local bubble-sized area, I gave up. I guess I'll have to do this manually. To make a smeltery isn't really that bad, however it is time consuming and boring as fuck. So in the interest of keeping my ADHD riddled audience happy, I'll go through this in a way that keeps that retention in. I reckon that's gonna be it. And with all that riffraff out of the way, it was time for me to cut the bullshit and to get into brass taxes. And speaking of alloys, I needed to make bronze, a combination of both copper and tin. Luckily for me, it requires much more of the former, which I can't seem to not find. It's fucking everywhere. The latter, on the other hand, only appears in cassiterite sand, which is far more fucking annoying to track down. For your information, ore veins are not that hard to find. I'm just stupid. Thanks to this random chatter letting me know that all I had to do was press F9 like 3 times, and it will just show me where the ore veins are. But that's 2 weeks in the future, so we're getting ahead of ourselves right now. After subjugating myself and my 2 viewers on my livestream, who later unsubscribed for unknown reasons, to a whole 3 hours of holding W and the left mouse button, I had acquired enough copper and tin to create a whole lot of bronze. Wait. Hold up. You thought I was done? No, I'm not. This is where the real grind begins. I needed a bunch of stone and flint to make a bunch of mortars so I could crush down the already smelted tin and copper into tin and copper dust, so then I could make bronze dust, so then I could smelt that into copper. And if that sounds like a lot of smelting, I haven't even fucking started. To combat the hours of mining coal which I'd then also have to smelt, and the wasting of other resources, I made the executive decision to create a coke oven. And no, this isn't turning into a Breaking Bad episode. YouTube, please don't demonetize me. A coke oven is a fantastic multi-block that turns wood into charcoal and creosote oil, both fucking elite for smelting items without having to use the limited coal that I'll need for later. It also creates coke, coal coke, which I'll talk about later. Now, how do I make this multi-block? A bunch of stone perhaps, maybe some wood, and a few miscellaneous items I have laying around. Of course not. Of course I've got to go grind for it. To get this oven, I'd have to dedicate hours mining clay, getting water, which doesn't regenerate, and sand, which is mining sand. Although I'm complaining about this, I just searched up the GTNH wiki, and apparently the oven only requires 105 clay and 175 sand, which makes me sound like a pussy, but I swear it's so much worse when you're the one making it. Anyway, with the sand and the clay acquired, I ruined the beauty of the world's resources by taking away the precious water. Suck my balls, fish, I don't give a fuck. Anyway, that was actually not that bad, and I even went too far and made another one, and honestly, things in this game aren't that bad to make, just takes a little bit of patience. With 2 whole, mostly working multi-blocks, it was time for me to move on to the next stage. Get myself out of the gutter, push away my own feelings of self-doubt, and show everyone that I'm the fucking king. It was time to get to the Steam Age. The Steam Age is when shit turns real. It's when the uninitiated finally learn what this game's all about. It's when it turns from a survival mining simulator into a Clash of Clans waiting simulator without the gem skips. But before I get to the complaining part, I first needed to make some machines. The first machine I made was the steam coal boiler, a machine that boils coal to make steam. It's pretty self-explanatory there. However, there is a bit of nuance to it. You see, all steam generators need water, lots of water, or else they'll not produce steam, as water is necessary. You know what, I'm not finishing this part of the script. Just go pay attention to like a science class or something. What's next? To cut a very long story short, I needed water, lots of it, to then put the water into the boilers. Wonderfully, this game gives us one option, unless I want to manually insert the water, which would be a terrible turn of events if I was to ever put it in incorrectly. So, it was time to make, yet again, another multi-block.
Oh no, that's all. 26. You did it.
After wasting numerous resources on this multi-block, I had to find a good spot to put it in. You see, GregTech prides itself on its realism. All the tiered progression and the way things interact, all the way down to fundamental crafting recipes and tools. And the water tank is no exception. The best place to put a water tank is close to water in a high humidity area, so it can fucking magically produce water. Fantastic, so real, what a great game. The mechanics not annoying as shit anyway. With that out of the way, I can finally use my steam machines. So I plugged in the boiler up to the water tank and started feeding it water. And then I waited till it was full of the magic water, and then I added some coal and boom, we have steam. Thrilled with this exciting revelation, I was struck with the forward momentum and crafted the steam alloy smelter, which opens up a whole world of possibilities, creating new alloys and allowing interesting recipes that I will completely ignore and only use it as a much more efficient way to create bronze, and that's about it for like 6 hours of gameplay. You see, I did say efficient, however, I'd like to retract that statement and make a public apology for lying to my viewers and exploiting them so I can get some sick, twisted pleasure in creating a false narrative for what I'm talking about. And it's time for me, with the help of a certain online text generator, to come forth with the truth. Alright, let me just get serious for a second here.
I take responsibility.
Video starts with a somber, regretful expression. Hey everyone, I need to talk to you about something very important. It's taken me some time to come to terms with what's happened, and I want to be completely honest with you. Pauses, sighs deeply. Recently, I made a statement about efficiency levels of a steam alloy smelter that was not true. I wanted to say that I deeply regret this, and it was wrong for me to mislead you, and I take full responsibility for my actions. Looks directly into camera, voice trembling slightly. I know I've let lots of people down. People who trust me, who believe in the information I shared, and the truth is I didn't verify the facts properly. I let my own biases and desire to present a certain narrative cloud my judgment. Pauses. Looking down. Hold up, let me scroll down for a second. There are no excuses for what I did. I'm sorry. And I want to apologize to everyone, my audience, the community, and especially those directly impacted by this misinformation. I understand the seriousness of the situation and how my actions could have led to real-world consequences. Looks back at the camera with a more determined tone. Moving forward, I'm committed to make them more transparent and accountable. I'm not reading the rest of this. Anyway, deeply sorry. I'll do everything to make it right. Thank you for listening. Anyway, I just needed more steam, so I created a high-pressure coal boiler with some of the steel that I got from a loot bag. Sweet! And with that, I had just enough steam generated to kind of get it up and running for a bit, which is good because I needed red alloy. Red alloy is important because of reasons. I forgot, and since I'm writing this on my laptop, okay, I'm just gonna go look at the wiki. I'll be right back. Okay, never mind, there's literally nothing there, and there's also no way I'm getting up and waiting 30 minutes for my computer to turn on and load GTNH up, so I can figure that out. So it's important for something, and I needed it, so it was a quest or something. Anyway, red alloy combines redstone and copper into a red bar that I needed for the quest step. Yeah. After exploring the world for what seemed like 4 months, I finally came across a redstone vein. After digging up a mighty handful, I went back to my base and used a hammer to crush the ore up into crushed redstone dust. I then put the crushed redstone dust into a crafting table with the same hammer to get impure redstone dust. Then I went and got a cauldron full of water and put the impure redstone dust in there to get redstone dust. And if all of that sounds like arbitrary blibbly blabbly, just imagine how it feels to actually do it. So anyway, I wasted my life for 15 minutes to get like 7 redstone dust and a mild migraine. And then inside the alloy smelter, I put the redstone dust and copper, and I created the red alloy. Yippee yippee, all happy over here. Yeah, that's a quest step done. Okay, we're progressing, all right. Anyway, with that quest done, surely there is some downtime, maybe a chill quest that will help me make the next few things nice and easy. And this is not a subtle foreshadow. Yeah, this is we're foreshadowing here. If you've somehow gotten to this point and you haven't had the overwhelming urge to turn off and find a different source of entertainment, I feel sorry for you, and it's not going to get any better. And no, I'm not going to ask you to subscribe or some shit like that, although, subscribe. Did the button light up? Let me know in the comment section by telling me to off myself. Alright, anyway. While the water tank was annoying and expensive, the coke oven was a hassle, but pretty easy, and the smeltery was a major pain in the ass to acquire. I'm about to describe the events that have genuinely caused a permanent decrease in my brain's ability to regularly produce dopamine, and I'm not even kidding. It's so bad that I got clinically depressed afterwards. The blast furnace is the first real step into this mod pack. Everything else up to this part is essentially a fucking tutorial. Now we're in the game. For the blast furnace, one must acquire 32 fire brick blocks along with one bricked blast furnace controller. Alright, that's nothing new, it's just an extra layer on top of other machines I've created. It just couldn't really be that bad. Like, how bad could getting these items possibly be? Alright, well that's not ideal, but let's stop complaining and start thriving. I first needed bricks, lots of bricks. Thanks to this structure I found nearby for graciously allowing me to borrow them, I had heaps. Next step was to get clay. Lots of clay. So I got lots of clay. I swear to God, if I edit a picture of Dream, please unsubscribe immediately. Other things I needed were a fuck ton of random shit that I had to go mine for, and fuck, this script already is so long. So we're just gonna do this the quick way. We're doing this quick. I made a maciator because I needed to maciate things, which took a while. I then also made a bunch of other things to get the things in the things.
I'm playing GregTech New Horizons. I'm not playing on the Dream SMP server. Stop asking.
Dr. Gregory House, I need more mouth bites for low voltage machine.
Actually, I'm a boy.
No, you're fucking not.
Kitten, listen to me. There is much work to be done. Your actions have been guided by my hand this whole time. You have the strength of all who fell before you. This is a power that shall be awakened in time. The actions you have partaken in your life have led up to these moments. Now is not a time to slow down. You have to wake up. You have to wake up. You have to wake up! You have to wake up!
I'm here. I'm here.
Holy shit, I just saw Dr. Gregory House hit a clip on Black Ops 2. Ain't no way I'm leaving this place. Go fuck yourself, God. No! What? What happened? Oh my God, I did it! I made the blast furnace. Oh my God, I did it! I'm gonna make steel. I can make steel! Wait, how long does it take to make steel? Are you fucking with me?